When running nitrous, Holley's Terminator X has two superpowers: wideband closed-loop control and comprehensive data logging. After installing the Holley Terminator X and NOS dry nitrous system, we took a 1991 Mustang GT to Boost Addicts in Gallatin, Tennessee for some dyno runs. This mostly stock 5.0 tickled their in-house Mustang chassis dynamometer with 193 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque. Pretty underwhelming by today's standards, but that's nothing a little nitrous can't fix. We used the Holley Terminator X EFI software to set up the NOS dry system for a 150 shot. Note that the nitrous engages at 3,500 RPM and cuts off at 5,000 RPM. 200 RPM before our 5,200 RPM rev limiter. We set up to pull 6 degrees of timing when on nitrous and told the Terminator to run closed loop on nitrous and use the wideband oxygen sensor to adjust the mixture to hit 11.2 to 1. Yes, that's rich, but this was our first 150 shot and we wanted to play it safe. We set up the nitrous to ramp in quickly to 100% after just 1/10 of a second. Even though the Terminator is going to run closed loop and adjust the fuel flow on the fly, as a baseline we set the Terminator X to add 50 pounds per hour of fuel to match our 150 nitrous shot. An NOS automatic bottle heater optimized our bottle pressure, so we were ready to let her rip. With the Holley Terminator X software linked to the ECU, we clicked the clipboard icon to start recording data and made our nitrous dyno run. Listen to how the engine wakes up when the nitrous hits at 3,500 RPM. After the run, we click the data logging icon again to stop recording and save the file. Check out this dyno graph. With a 57 jet, we picked up 112 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque to the wheels. That's over a 50% increase from the naturally aspirated baseline. The torque hit was massive. Before making any more runs, we opened the log file to check the tune and verify our fuel system wasn't running short. First, we zoomed in on the data of our run by clicking and dragging. The yellow line represents the AFR target and the cyan line is the actual AFR. The target drops from 12.5 to 11.2 to 1 at 3,500 RPM when the nitrous hits. Note the actual AFR straddles the target throughout the run, which means the Holley Terminator X is adjusting fuel delivery to keep the AFR on target. Next, let's look at the injector duty cycle and fuel pressure. The injector duty cycle maxed out at 59%, meaning we had plenty of injector flow left. Meanwhile, the fuel pressure doesn't drop throughout the run, indicating that our Holley 190 liter per hour pump is keeping up with the fuel demand. Armed with this knowledge, we were ready to hit the spray with confidence.